Well, I don't remember any obnoxious sex scenes in The Mind's Eye. I just remember all the weird faces when they're all like staring at each other, trying to make each other's heads explode.
Don't do that!
What's up, YouTube? It is Drive-By Movies with another new episode of
Fresh Releases.
My name is James.
My name is Blaze.
And this week we are checking out the new Shudder exclusive, Bliss, directed by Joe Begos.
So this is Joe Begos' third feature. He previously did The Mind's Eye and Almost Human. I think we watched Mind's Eye. I don't know if it was it for...
No, it was actually before we kind of got into the YouTube game. I do remember that day. You were just interested in renting it because Almost Human, I remember, had a buzz to it, but I always remember the poster, and I remember seeing it available on VHS at Amoeba Records. It was like $30. I think it was a Mondo like release or something, and I wanted it, but I wasn't familiar with the movie, and so I just didn't buy it. But like I kind of regretted it not buying it, and it eventually just got sold. But after seeing The Mind's Eye, I was like, maybe I didn't miss that much. I was not a fan of Mind's Eye. I wanted to like it, but just like, I don't know, I couldn't get it. It just felt too cheesy and cringy. It felt like too many people having constipated faces.
Yeah, it just felt too much like I've already seen Scanners.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching this.
Yeah. And like, I remember like I was excited for it. It definitely had a cool look to it. I think Joe has a great eye, and hopefully with his third movie, he brought it with Bliss. I'm really digging that Shudder's getting all these cool exclusives because this is a director I'd still like to keep my eye out for.
Yeah.
But again, not too into Bliss. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would say something similar. I thought you were going to say you liked it, but for me, I think I wasn't enjoying it that much, but I did like the eye that he had.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the way that the film looks. Like it's shot on gritty 16 millimeter film, or at least it seemed like it was.
Yeah.
And it had a cool look. There was a lot of cool elements. The gore is like super expressive, but when it comes to like story wise, I wasn't even there for, what is it, like 84 minutes.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
It felt like nothing felt fresh about it. There were some cool aspects to it. I mean, of course, the camera angles are great. The lighting and colors look great. But just the lead actress, I don't know if she was just a bad actress or if it's the dialogue that she's saying. Yeah. But every scene that she's drunk in, I was just like, oh my God, like she's not a likable character really. And this is a story I've seen before. One of my favorite movies from 2 years ago, The Devil's Candy. It's the same story for the most part, and also it's similar to another movie from a few years ago, Starry Eyes, that I absolutely loved. Same thing with a girl struggling in LA and stuff, trying to figure themselves out, is like haunted by a force of nature that they don't understand. And that movie did this better. Like it's good, it's really well done, but story wise there's been similar stuff that do it a lot better, I felt like.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought you'd bring up Devil's Candy because it's the same exact thing with the artist is creating this piece, like
possessed, doesn't know he's doing it.
Yeah, doesn't know what he's doing. And then was the final like shot of Devil's Candy like the revealing of his art like it was here in Bliss, or I can't remember exactly.
It wasn't
maybe
the final shot.
It was before that.
Yeah, I remember Devil's Candy. I just remember he's working on it. It's because a lot of kids have died at that house apparently and stuff. But yeah, with this though, like there weren't any shots of like demons or anything. There were like interesting jump cuts, but I was also like the jump cuts were weird. Like the first one is her in the car, and I couldn't tell she was calling the same person, and it was just jump cutting it for some reason, or is she calling multiple people? But it's a tactic that was used throughout the film, and that was kind of distracting for me. Where I thought it was just paced a little poorly or interesting choice, but. Yeah, I did like how anxious it made me feel, just because it feels like it's constant, nonstop, but like. And the drug tripping scenes are really cool.
Yeah, I feel like the drug scenes were effectively done. I still feel like it's impossible to get that. Like this is its own drug, so that's cool. Like it nailed, I guess, that since it's hypothetical. But like it's really going to be impossible to get that DMT scene. Even though Bliss is supposed to be this drug, supposed to be cocaine and wait, is it cocaine and ecstasy or cocaine and DMT?
I think that's what it was, cocaine and DMT.
Yeah. So I think like, okay, it doesn't really nail those looks, but the frenetic film work that's at play here definitely nails the Coke vibes. I feel like
the first scene though, like I was waiting for something to happen. Like this is one of those movies I was like, all right, let's get good, let's get better and stuff. It just didn't feel strong right away. And I did like the scene where it finally goes like full blown crazy and starts biting people. That was a really cool scene.
So one of the things I did want to mention about this film, because I know the Mind's Eye had it, and this I noticed that as well, and I was just curious how you felt about it. But the Mind's Eye kind of had these really cheesy sex scenes in it that almost felt like you're watching something late night on HBO.
Oh yeah,
like not like a pornographic film, but that like softcore, you know, like dry humping pornographic movie.
Right, yeah.
And I felt like this had it too, where it's just like, I don't mind nudity in films, but this just, it felt, I don't know, it just felt weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember any obnoxious sex scenes in The Mind's Eye. I just remember all the weird faces when they're all like staring at each other, trying to make each other's heads explode or whatever.
Okay, there's like a love making scene after, you know, the first night when stuff goes down in The Mind's Eye, like all of the, like all those people.
And it's all fade cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
So we get that with the threesome scene. Yeah. I mean, the threesome scene, I see why it was like important to the movie, but it is a little like elongated, I'd say. Like
it's just like, I don't mind nudity and stuff, but sometimes when it's like the scene's a lot longer than it should be and it kind of drags on, it starts to like turn from like a nude scene could be beautiful. Yeah. This just becomes awkward.
I mean, I didn't get that, but like it was like a weird sex scene like that just felt like, very soft corn. It feels like a soft corn. Soft corn. It's early.
Corn is just so soft.
Yeah.
But it just felt, it melts in your mouth, that corn.
I guess I was trying to say corny and soft porn at the same time.
Corny, soft core porn.
I just weirdly merged two words together.
You were trying to say soft core porn. Yeah. It just becomes soft corn.
Yeah. Thanks for reading my mind. Get out of my head, bro. Yeah. Quit mind's eyeing me. Yeah.
Or he just goes all the way back. But I think overall, like it was an okay watch. I didn't think it was bad. Like I'm glad Shudder's picking up movies that are at least like, I did have my eye on it. Yeah. I did have my mind's eye on it.
Yeah. I'd say I'd recommend it for checking out if you haven't seen the movies that I brought up, like The Devil's Candy or Starry Eyes. Like those are two better movies that did this similar style a lot better, I feel like. But if you haven't seen those movies and see Bliss, like this might captivate you and take you by surprise. And awesome. It just wasn't it for me. It's by no means bad or anything. It's just not what I wanted. And I was hoping for better. That's all. Yeah.
And that being said, I'm still going to have my eye on Joe Begos in the future. Like what he comes out with, I'm not going to be like dreading it. It wasn't bad. It was something I felt like I'd already done and had been executed, you know, better, as you said.
For sure.
So that's going to tie it up for this week, guys. Go ahead and click that Amazon affiliate link down below to check out Bliss on your own.
After doing that, be sure to leave us a comment and let us know what you thought about the movie. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to get all our latest updates.
That's it for fresh releases this week. Tune in next week for a new video.